I'm known to be an optimist, so I'm changing the name of this dish and I'm calling it Emperor's Lotus Chicken.
Rather than...
Beggars Chicken.
Right.
Legend, or the story, was about a pauper's son who stole a chicken. It's steaming, but in its own juices. And that is why it tastes so good.
That's the way to my heart.
Yeah, exactly. And lotus leaves are quite key to this, but if you can't find lotus leaves, you can do the same thing just with a bit of baking parchment. Yeah. I want to sort of speak out where this dish comes from, the Zhejiang region, where they use a lot of like dragon well tea or specialist teas. If you can't find that, which we've got here, just some green tea or anything like that will work.
What about Yorkshire tea?
Yorkshire tea is definitely a road to my heart, but yeah, I mean, it probably would work, to be honest.
I'd be willing to try.
You know, it's all about earthy flavours, okay? So we're going to start with all these 5 spice, sort of whole spices, which is like, we've got some bay leaf, we've got some cinnamon, some star anise, which I'm going to stuff into the cavity. Mm-hmm. If you slice those ends off, I'll get this chicken on the way. Yeah. So I've got some Shaoxing rice wine, which I'm pouring into there. My green tea, which will add to the sort of earthiness of those lotus leaves. The marinade we're keeping really simple, but it's there more for colour, which is why I want to marinate it overnight. Because the bread can absorb a lot of the sauce, and if you don't leave it overnight, it won't take in that colour. Mm-hmm. Right, so I'm going to start with yellow bean sauce. A couple of good spoons of this premium light soy. 1, 2, 3, 4 for saltiness on the premium light, and then dark soy, premium dark soy. Thank you. And then 1, and you can see the textural difference of this too.
It's already changing the colour.
Yes, straight away. 3 and 4 of those. I'd sort of tie it up, and I'd highly recommend to turn it upside down. So this is it. So I'm going to cover that, pop it in the fridge. Lotus leaves are ready. All we have to do tomorrow is make the bread dough.
Wrap it and bake it.
Wrap it and bake it. Easy.
Oh, easy.
So our chicken has had a nice sleep, and you can see that the colour on this is great. So what we need to do next is make up the dough.
Right.
I know you're a bit of a perfectionist with your dough. This one is like really rough and ready. You know, you want enough dough to wrap around the whole chicken.
Yeah.
So our lovely rough dough has had about 10 minutes of resting. So I'm going to start rolling, and then with the chicken, just starting to wrap those in the lotus leaves.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, I mean, it as I say, it's only a few ingredients to get that flavour, but as soon as when we crack it open later on, you get this sort of waft of like herby, aromatic steam. That's my space for my chicken now, okay? So you can lift the chicken in to there, okay. So then we pour this in, and it will leak into the pastry, don't worry about that. Get a load of that sauce in there, wrap that over. We'll use a bit of that sauce to help seal my dough. Then we're just gonna wrap this dough up. We do need to try and make sure it does seal completely, so let's hope. So if you can stretch that side out as well, and then straight in. So the moment of truth.
I'm excited.
Well, it was Beggars Chicken, but Emperor's Lotus Chicken. We've renamed the whole dish for the whole world. What do you think?
I want to dive in. It looks delicious. And it smells amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a more juicy chicken.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's so soft.
So soft.
And it's so flavourful, you can really taste the spices.
Yeah, and you can taste the spices,
the tea.
The tea you can get all the way through the meat, because it's been there for such a, you know, long time, just cooking in its own juices. And then you can kind of mop it up with a bit of rice, you know, maybe some veg on the side, or some roast potatoes.
Just perfect.
Sauces, seasoning, fit for an emperor.
Or a beggar.